What are you doing, huh? What are you up to, Cream? What are you up to, Cream? What are you up to, Cream? Huh? Cream's acting weird. I think he wants to go out. But he can go out in a second. Good afternoon and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be talking about the G2 Seekers. I'm talking about Decepticon Sandstorm, Decepticon Ramjet G2, and Decepticon Cloudscaper. Or is it Cloudscraper? Still out on that one. Is it Cloudscaper? Cloudscraper? What's up, Cream? What do you want? No, Cream, don't destroy this. Cream! You stepped on one of them. Why did you do that? So let's talk about these guys, and if you like what you see here and you want to help me raise awareness for the blind, then please go below and hit the like button, hit the share button, and of course leave a comment. What do you think about the G2 Seekers? I personally, I think they're okay. There's some mold degradation I want to talk about, especially with this guy here. I don't know which one this is. I got him a little confused, but you shake him. Look at those legs. Oh my god. Mold degradation like crazy on that one. This one, not so bad. Shake, nothing. Then you have this guy over here, and he's not bad either. Shake, nothing. They have very little mold degradation for two of them, and then this third one here, whichever one he is, has the most. His knees are loose. His arms are a little loose. He's a little loose. I think this may be Cloudscaper, and I think this may be the last time that they should be using the Seeker mold. The Seeker mold has gotten a little worse, little wear and tear on that one, for sure. Now this guy here, I didn't transform his arm because I want to mention to you, I absolutely hate the arms for these guys. Okay, you give it a shot. All right, this arm here. It gave me more than 5 minutes worth of trouble trying to split it apart, and I just finally gave up and said, screw it, I'm just going to transform him. He's going to have the midget arm, and he can deal. Because this thing is just how do you transform this piece of crap arm? You turn it, you spin it, it just doesn't want to stop it. There, finally. Gotta almost break the hand to get this entire arm section to pop apart so that you can actually transform it again. Just good grief. I hate that part of the transformation. I really do. I wish there was a tab or something to really give you a little, a little aid there. It's the most annoying part of the. Sorry, Cream. Walk by and he's shedding again. It's the most annoying part of the Earthrise Seeker mold are those arms. Everything else about it's pretty good. No landing gear in the vehicle mode, of course, which is another shame. But overall rating of the Seeker mold is a good one. I do enjoy the Earthrise Seeker mold. I think it's pretty fun. I just wish they did something with the nose cone of the jet, and there was actually a way to store it better than just laying it on the backside like that. That's my biggest negative on it. It's just the nose cone of the jet on the back. But so mold degradation wise, we have seen mold degradation occur, but only in what I assume is the newest one, I hope. Or it's just going to be really weird if this was Sandstorm, which is the first of these guys to be released, and he's got the most mold degradation. But that would show that they're actually going in and repairing the molds while they're doing the stuff. So good on you on the factory if that's the case. Now, the articulation for these guys has been the same. There's not much difference from the Seeker that we talked, Starscream that we talked about ages ago. Single jointed elbows, single jointed knees, good hip activity in all directions, really stiff joints, great ankle tilt, really stiff there. It's just wow, how they've managed to keep this mold so stiff and working still to this day. Even this guy being loose still stands very well. Now let's bring out somebody who doesn't stand so well, and I'm kind of regretting making them one of the best Transformers of 2021 because or no, was it 2022? 2022. Because now, after him being around for like a year, his ankles have gotten stupid loose. They just keep changing their shape, and it's really annoying And I wish it didn't happen because he'd just occasionally fall backwards on you now, and that's a shame. I like Jhiaxus, I really do, but these really weak ankles. Why? Why do you got weak ankles all of a sudden? What happened to you, man? You get really drunk or something, and you twist your ankles really bad or something? I don't know, but he was standing perfectly well for a while, and now I've gotten him out to talk about all this stuff, and I noticed those ankles are stupid loose. Look at that. Look at all the loose in those ankles. They just flop about. And his knee flops about too, and that's not good. I don't know how this has happened. How this guy, who is the only member of his mold, has all these loose joints after being around for a year, when these guys, this is like the this one may be the ninth printing of the Seeker mold, and nothing. I just what did they do with the Jhiaxus mold? And what did they screw up? Because how can you be so floppy when the Seekers whose molds are being used to oblivion, they're still good? It's weird. The newest one is floppy, but that's the newest one. That's like number 9 or number 10. Actually, more like number 11, because they've re-released Starscream a few times. But this guy just doesn't. It's not right for him to be this floppy. Anyway, I brought him out originally to mention, to just talk about comparing his size with these G2s, because these G2 Seekers would be the Seekers that he commands, and I wanted to do a nice little size comparison of them. And I think it's really interesting that they're both Voyager classes, but Jhiaxus stands a full head taller. Look at it. Put them chest to chest, and Jhiaxus can look over the point of the coneheads. The point of the cone on the conehead. He can look over these. He can't look over the vents on either side of the conehead, but he's very tall for his size. And this is something that I'm just like, why didn't you? You could have done this with other figures. And literally, I'm about to talk about him, and his name just fluttered out of my head like a freaking butterfly. He's the dude who kills people with his voice and Transformers comics. Tarn, that's it, Tarn. Tarn could have been bigger, because look, Jhiaxus is big. Then Jhiaxus, compared to these other Voyagers, these Voyagers look a little more on the deluxe side. Now, let's bring out Bumblebee here, and let's do a final little size comparison with the Bumblebee mold from Earthrise to just kind of give you a fun idea of how crazy out of proportion everybody is to Bumblebee. We're actually perfectly in scale to Bumblebee. It's just that, good grief, Bumblebee, you are so small compared to every other Transformer around you. Yeah, man, you are in a world of giants, and these giants do not have, don't play fair. But that's that's just about it for the G2 Seeker mold. Seekers including Decepticon Sandstorm, Ramjet G2, and Cloudscraper, or Cloudscraper. And Cloudscraper is also known as the checkerboard guy, because he apparently has a really nice checkerboard pattern. And I hope that they all look very well next to Jhiaxus, because they are his soldiers. And personally speaking, if you wanted to collect an entire team of the Earthrise Seekers, this is the only team that you can reasonably afford to collect. Thrust is something like $80 online. That is not a reasonable price for a $30 action figure. Then you have Dirge and Ramjet Seeker Elite 2-pack. That will run you almost $200. Not cost effective there at all. And it's a shame that they put them in a 2-pack. I am still upset by that. Then you have Starscream. You can get Starscreams everywhere. There's a Starscream, Coronation Starscream at Ollie's that a friend of mine found for $15. You can get Starscreams. Pretty good. But then you want Thundercracker and Skywarp, right? Well, Thundercracker and Skywarp is the Seeker 2-pack that will run you around $120. Yeah. Yeah, I should have bought it whenever it came down to 80, but I was hoping it would come down to more on the 70, maybe even 60 scale and be reasonable, be the price it was on the shelf, and I should have bought it at 80, but now it's back up to 120 and I ain't touching it. No. So, if you want a complete Seeker set, I bought Sandstorm whenever he was like $25, and he's now up to 30 something. I bought um, I bought G2 Ramjet for about $30. I found him on sale for about $30. And then I found Cloudscraper for regular retail price at Wal-Mart last month. And, whenever I found him, I was just like, crap, I've got the other two. I need this one to complete the collection. So that I could bring all three of them to you and state this is the most affordable of the Seeker teams to collect other than the Rainmakers. But this is the most affordable one in the Earthrise Seeker mold. The Rainmakers are, of course, the Siege Seeker mold, and honestly, I love the Rainmakers, and I do recommend getting them if you haven't gotten them yet. Those box sets are still selling to this very day, and they're nice. They're nice box sets. You get 3 of them for like $90. It's excellent. It's wonderful. I highly recommend you getting the Rainmakers, because that is one entire team of Seekers in one box. And honestly, ever since that first G1 episode where they go back to Cybertron and the Rainmakers chase them down, I always wanted the Rainmakers after that. I just thought they were fun. I've now diverted from talking about Earthrise Seekers and talking about the Siege Seeker mold. Siege Seeker mold, if you haven't figured out, is one of my favorite Seeker molds of all time, and one of my favorite transformations of all time. I love those, and I even got nacelle. I know. I'm surprised too, and I had a friend who has vision check it. No mold on my nacelle. We thumbs up for Max. Alright, thank you so much for watching today's episode, and I hope you enjoyed the cream interaction. This is a great Seeker team to collect, and it's a reasonably priced Seeker team at the moment. Nobody's buying Cloudscrapers or Cloudscapers from Wal-Mart. The others that were there, I saw there the other day. And there is a scalper that hits up my Walmart all the time because I never have G.I. Joes at my Walmart, and I always get there after it's been freshly picked clean. Seriously annoying. And I'm going to catch that scalper one day. I'm going to catch that scalper, and me and them are going to have a conversation, and we're going to talk about them leaving me at least one thing to discuss on my channel. One day, I will meet that scalper, and me and them are going to have a talk. But until then, I'm always just going to keep getting screwed by the scalper. But that's all I got to tell you for now, for today. Next Prime, tomorrow, we're going to do a transformation challenge instead of blindformers. So we're going to transform one of these guys as quickly as possible from robot mode to vehicle mode, back to robot mode again, and time myself doing it, and then let you try it out. But we'll explain that more in tomorrow's video. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day, and please don't forget to take some time out of today to have some fun for yourself. Thank you for watching again, and bye-bye for now.